I don't know if you know if Justin Timberlake and Usher were actually fighting over who could sign him.
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his penis is his prerogative.
Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital.
I started getting sexually abused from the time I was 5.
Freeze. You're in shock. I mean, children aren't supposed to handle that sort of stuff.
People don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary.
I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia.
That Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
Which parent would say, you know what? We don't know you. We know that you're a celebrity. Go and hang out with this guy for weeks on end by yourself.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
Imagine teenage Justin Bieber, thrust into a world of glitz and glamour, unknowingly tethered to the infamous Sean Diddy Combs. But what if behind that mentorship, there was a darker side no one saw coming? As Justin himself once said, "It was hard for me being that young. The pressures, the temptations, and the hidden dangers of the industry were all part of a reality he could never have fully understood at the time."
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me, but at the end of the day, I don't want to, never gonna force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing, and if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
For years, rumors have swirled around some of the entertainment industry's most iconic figures, fueled by whispers of parties, secrets, and dangerous influences. But in light of recent revelations, one question keeps resurfacing: did Patty Mallette, Justin Bieber's mother, unknowingly place her son in harm's way?
That's me. Get back in your cage. Justin. Hey, I'm in charge of your grades, kiddo. Justin, this isn't even funny. So far, I'm getting straight A's, so I'm doing good. Justin. What? Good job. Did you have to apologize? No. My mom means the world to me. She definitely keeps me level-headed, but she's gotta understand. I'm 15, I joke around. She knows I was joking. Obviously. Some things are not funny.
GeneDeal, a former bodyguard of Diddy, has sparked a storm by revealing unsettling truths about Bieber's early encounters with Diddy. He suggests that Patty may have unknowingly exposed her son to a system she barely understood. But how did things reach this point? Why would a loving mother allow her teenage son to party unsupervised with industry moguls known for their wild reputations? And what exactly did Diddy do that left Justin and those close to him appalled?
And a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher when Usher was younger.
I mean, do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired? Why would he be confronting that kid? Why would Justin Bieber make a song about, what is it? I got smashed at a Diddy party or something like that? Why?
In the 2000s, Patty Mallette was a young mother grappling with immense pressure. After years of abuse, substance struggles, and hardship, she was finally starting to see a glimmer of hope through her son's raw talent. Justin's rise to success offered her a sense of possibility, especially as he began to shine at a young age.
Starting from a young age, my parents split, as a lot of parents do, and my dad abandoned us, moved, 10 hours away, and then started getting sexually abused from the time I was 5 up until I was about 10 years old, and there was multiple abusers, and then, had really unhealthy relationships, and ended up getting into drugs and alcohol into teen years, and had an attempted suicide at 17.
It's hard to believe that somebody, I mean, just as beautiful as you've got Justin Bieber as your son, that you would even think about something as awful as suicide, that you've been through so much, though.
Yeah.
But you're really helping a lot of people, I would imagine.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's why I wrote this book, is just to help others get through similar things that I've been through.
For the people who are watching, the moms especially, who are saying, I've been through what you've been through, I identify with that, what advice would you give to them?
I would just say, talk to somebody and don't give up. There's hope. You don't have to stay in that dark place.
Justin's early YouTube videos were gaining attention, and before long, he was on the cusp of stardom. Discovered by Scooter Braun, he was quickly signed to Island Records with Usher as his mentor. But with fame came powerful forces beyond Patty's control forces embodied by figures like Diddy.
So my mom was really she's a single mom, so she was really skeptical of the music business. She had no clue. We didn't have a lawyer. We didn't want to sign anything. So.
Right, of course. So you said no to Maury Povich.
We said no to Maury. No disrespect or anything.
No,
but,
I hear you.
After that, management started contacting us, different managers and stuff. And my mom again was like, sorry, Justin, we don't have a lawyer. So we finally got in contact. This guy contacted us named Scooter, who's my manager now, and basically stalked us a little bit, kind of got in contact with us, and finally my mom was calling him back to say, listen, stop calling me. And he was like, I really see a lot in your son. I can help you guys. And my mom was really skeptical at first. They ended up talking for a couple hours, and he knew some lawyers that we could talk to and stuff. So we ended up flying to Atlanta free of charge, just for him to check us out and get to know us. And
this is Scooter.
Yes,
yeah.
This is Scooter, and we ended up signing a deal with Usher.
Not long after signing his record deal, Justin, barely 15, found himself spending an unchaperoned weekend at Diddy's home. GeneDeal recalled how out of control things became, hinting at a level of freedom that raised serious concerns about Bieber's safety.
Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said? Probably so. But then they say he was young too?
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be you. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right, not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
In a video from that time.
At one point, Diddy jokingly said on camera, "I'm having 48 hours with Diddy what we're doing. We can't really disclose to any teenage fan." It might have sounded like a dream come true, but for a mother looking back on those moments today, it could feel more like a nightmare.
Where'd you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
In many ways, Justin was thrown to the wolves. Diddy's infamous parties were legendary and often dangerously wild. As a teenager, Bieber was thrust into an industry known for its relentless partying and the hidden dangers that came with it. Many people close to Justin now argue that he should never have been exposed to such environments, a sentiment shared by Deal, who saw firsthand the darkest corners of the entertainment world during his time with Diddy.
Because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, you know, and just in the instant when people got it confused when I said, when he was in the room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room. Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky until Ja came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on.
JustinBieber has reportedly distanced himself from Diddy amid the latest controversies surrounding the music mogul. The allegations against Diddy are serious, with over 120 individuals accusing him of offenses ranging from racketeering to sexual misconduct.
Against Sean Diddy Combs, an attorney says he represents 120 accusers who've come forward with sexual misconduct allegations. He expects to file civil lawsuits against the rap mogul. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is tracking the latest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, George. If these lawsuits actually come to pass, Combs would be facing sexual misconduct allegations on an unprecedented scale. This morning, new disturbing accusations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs from a Texas attorney who says he represents 120 alleged victims, men and women, whose allegations span more than 30 years.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
The accounts of the alleged victims, some of whom were children, have not been fully vetted, but their accusations involve the kind of drug-fueled recorded sexual assaults described in a dozen previous civil lawsuits and the criminal case against Combs.
What shocked me most was that it was going on openly in front of other people that you would know, who didn't do anything to stop it, who turned a blind eye.
GeneDeal's revelations suggest that the world of music moguls was far darker than Patty could have ever imagined, leaving fans to question was Justin's rise to stardom built on a foundation of unseen threats and manipulations.
I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up, and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness, right?
Yep.
What he had just done that is against the law.
Nothing that we've seen.
Tampering with a federal witness. If they have already talked to Justin Bieber prior to him doing that, he goes and look like he's searching him. It appears that he's asking Justin Bieber, yo, you got a wire or something like that? Like, you're tampering with a federal witness.
There's also a troubling pattern of older music moguls taking young artists under their wing, often exposing them to a lifestyle that can either make or break their careers. Usher, for instance, was reportedly mentored by Diddy at a young age, an arrangement that began with excitement and potential but now feels tainted in light of recent revelations. Similarly, Bieber, like Usher before him, grew close to Diddy, and his rise to fame was shaped by an industry network that saw young, marketable talent as assets to be either molded or exploited.
Now, because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They not seeing the victim. They not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him.
Behind the scenes, Patty likely watched Justin's career take flight with a mix of pride and anxiety. She placed her trust in seasoned industry professionals, hoping they would lead him safely through the challenges, never imagining that her decision to let him get close to Diddy would come under such intense scrutiny years later. With her own history of abuse, addiction, and eventual redemption, Patty was vulnerable and perhaps, in her hope for Justin's success, she couldn't fully anticipate the dangers that lay ahead.
Has taken many different turns and twists, and God has blessed your life with a precious son named Justin.
Yes.
And I think we're going to pull Justin. Justin didn't know this, but Justin, you were in the studio. Come on over here. He's a good-looking 14-year-old young man. Have a seat right next to your mom.
And he sounds even better than he looks.
He does.
Can we Google this guy?
You can Google Justin. Patty, tell us a bit about what's happening now in Justin's life. This is hot off the presses.
Yeah, actually, Justin is not just healthy like I prayed, but like I said, he's really talented. He's been putting up videos on YouTube, and he is now the #1 most subscribed to musician in Canada on YouTube.
On YouTube.
And number 20th in the world. Musician in Canada.
And we heard him sing.
We met him here.
Yeah. He sang for us in the green room earlier.
What a voice. You would never believe could come out of And out a of voice you. that's caught the
beautiful.
attention of some pretty high up people.
Yeah, he was being courted by the different music labels, and I don't know if you know of Justin Timberlake and Usher were actually fighting over who could sign him, and so we just signed with the music label, and we're moving in about a week to the US. So it's a big step, and he's got a long journey.
However, fame comes with a price. GeneDeal's recent remarks have put Patty's decisions under scrutiny, suggesting that by allowing Justin to get close to Diddy, she may have unknowingly exposed him to an industry rife with dangers. The real question, though, is how much did Patty truly understand? Was she simply naive, or did she intentionally overlook the warning signs to safeguard Justin's chances of success?